Today, we're going to talk about the art of the demand letter. Lawsuits are costly. Therefore, we often advise New York and New Jersey businesses to explore all of their other options before filing a breach of contract lawsuit. Now, when people fail to make a payment or to comply with a contract in some other way, they generally hope that you either won't notice or that you're not prepared to do something about it. A demand letter can therefore be an effective tool because it shows that you're aware of the problem and are prepared to take action if the problem is not resolved to your satisfaction. Now, while demand letters can take many forms, they should follow a few simple rules. Number one, start with a brief summary of the dispute. The demand letter should provide a clear and concise summary of the events that preceded the dispute, and it should describe the exact nature of the dispute itself. Even if these facts are clear to everyone involved, it is essential to have a clear written record of what the points are. Second, specify what you want. It is necessary that you explicitly state how you want the issue to be resolved. For example, describe the amount of money that must be paid and the date that it must be received by. If the dispute does not involve payment, outline the steps that the other party must take to resolve the disagreement. Number three, tell them what happens next. The other party needs to understand that you are prepared to take further action if your demands are not met. Therefore, make it very clear in your demand letter that you will file a lawsuit or take other action if an agreement is not reached. And finally, be polite, but be firm. The aim of a demand letter is not to insult or threaten the other party, even if it's warranted, but rather to convince them to reconsider their actions. One additional point, it is important to remember that should the dispute ultimately lead to a lawsuit, your demand letter will likely become part of the court record unless you state at the top in bold letters that this demand letter is strictly for settlement purposes only. In many cases, it is advisable to consult with a lawyer before sending a demand letter. Our business attorneys at Scarinci Hollenbeck have years of experience drafting effective demand letters, and we can increase the likelihood that a dispute will be resolved outside of the courtroom. My name is Joe Glucksman. I'm the chair of the Creditor Rights Group at Scarinci Hollenbeck. We have offices in New York and New Jersey. If you're a business owner and you have a dispute that you think will lead to a lawsuit, or perhaps can be resolved with a demand letter, think about calling us. We may be able to help you.